What is he, like, what is he waiting on? He's just sitting here. He better not be trying to timer stall me, or timer stall, or whatever. Exceed summoning, okay. Negate the summon. Okay. Yeah, I am. It's just the end phase, so I gotta activate all these effects. I ain't gonna BM any longer about this. Alright. And then, just in case, I'm not BMing. Just in case that trap is something I need to negate during the damage step or something. Nah. Cool. That's it for a freaking Duelist Cup for today, because Jesus Christ. That was not fun. Not a fun Duelist Cup, I will say that. Didn't even get to level 10. I mean, I did get a bunch of gems, so that's all I care about. And let me get my dual pass rewards. No, I will not. Alright, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started with viewer replay series, especially since I already had to start a new recording for YouTube anyway. Like again, from Friday onwards, I'm gonna be doing freaking Monster Hunter Stories 3. Up until I finish that game. And maybe some event duels on Master Duel on occasion. Alright, Bomber has 4, so... I know Kinroma has some. You need to be a certain rank. No! It don't matter what rank you are. If you just have replays you want to show, just, you know, let me know. Yeah, I don't discriminate on what rank you are in the game. I mean, you see my rank, I'm fucking silver rank right now. I'm kinda fucked up if I gotta... If I make it so you gotta be a certain rank just to submit replays when I'm that low. sprite stuff. Oh boy. There's no catch up time right, but you will give extra points for playing Gusto. Okay. You have a new icon, Calcon MST, yeah. King gives a hard rank, nah, no I'm not. I don't even have the patience for this game to even be considered that, but no. Like, I mean, sure, the Majesty doesn't target, but why didn't he at least summon it to where the elf was pointing to? I feel like he could have done that, and he played the imperm right into the imperm column, unless that's an impermanent as well. That's the only thing I can think of is that it's imperm. Special summon Maxi, not imperming that. Okay. Well, I guess you don't need to. Yes, I figured, but you could have still impermed the sprite elf. Like, you could have impermed the sprite elf so he couldn't imperm you. Like that. Well, I guess it works either way. Yeah, I guess I don't know why I thought elf was already negated. That was from the previous turn with Valor. And he just surrenders. Gone are the days where I reached master rank once every 3 years. Yeah. Not like I reached master rank that often. I mean, like, maybe for like the first few months of streaming I reached master rank, but not master 1. I didn't play Endymion in 2026 yet. This is, what's that, March? Well, maybe I did earlier in the year, maybe. But still, I'm just having a bit more fun with Resonators whenever the game doesn't decide to fuck me over with terrible draws. But yeah, I guess I did at one point. It's just hard to remember. Yeah, I remember that Bomber's challenge was freaking reaching master rank every month. It's like, ugh. I couldn't do that because I got limited time to play Master Duel. Especially on console where all the games just take longer for no reason because console confirmations are slow as hell. If I wanted to even try to reach master rank every month, I'd have to play on mobile. Like, mobile unironically runs faster than console does, and that is ridiculous. Me neither. I don't actively try to sweat in this game, so I only play decks I like. That's why I've only played in ranked, pretty much I've only played freaking Resonators and Endymion in ranked and Duelist Cups. It's two of my favorite decks. I mean, of course I've played different decks during events when I had to, but, you know. And in the short time where I played Zark. Future Stance, is that a negate? That's a negate, right? No. There it is, Dark Magician of Destruction. I do have a Shining Sark deck for fun. Honestly, it was really easy to, it's really like simple to pilot. It's just, funnily enough, the deck got a lot weaker without Appaloosa. Because again, Zark was pretty much just almost generic negate end board. It was pseudo generic negate end board with Zark. Cause you'd end on Baron, freaking yeah, Baron, Borload Savage, Vortex, and then a freaking Zark to summon and wipe the field. Zombie and vampire to mill a bunch. And of course, you get the horse, but he had to link it off. Yeah, I know, but still. That's why I said pseudo omni negate. Or pseudo generic negate board. We got horses, this is, yeah. I played against someone using horse today. Yep, all this stuff for SP Pass, pretty much. 3 replays, yeah, alright. Yeah, I think I'll do 3 from everyone who has them. At max 3. Since we actually have quite a few people with replays today. My bad, machine is a machine meme, never got old. Very nice. And then this one. You've only used white force. Alright, got the Chaos Max in hand already. Just need to get that Kaiba the Legend to get the last card you need. Yep, Ultimate Fusion. Oh wait, I guess yeah, technically if you have Chaos Max in hand, you don't need Kaiba anymore. Yeah, you don't need Kaiba anymore if you just hard draw the Chaos Max. You and me both, Winda. You and me both. Pretty good board. Spirit, Magia, Imperm, Called By, Double Veiler. All that to set 4 and activate Nightmare, Pain, and Pass. Alright, what all does he have set? Can't be anything good. Oh, it's Burn? Really? Playing Burn with you, Bell? Okay. Well, I guess reflecting battle damage is the best thing he can do. I mean, he's already dead. Just go to battle already. Yeah. Cindy surrenders before you could. Alright. Next up, we got Winda. Exactly 3. If he was trying to cheap tactic, she wanted to BM, you know. I guess that's understandable. Also, like, again, I don't know if y'all noticed, but I actually did finally manage to get a new mic. No more crackling or static or popping noises on my mic, so there's that. You know, got a new headset and controller, so I don't have to worry about stick drift like it was before. Fortunately, I had a friend who was willing to fork over the money to let me get a new headset and controller. Because I'm telling you right now, if he didn't come through, I would have been not happy at all. And this dude is a scumbag already. Because, yeah. Thankfully, you have Droplet to negate the Vanity's Ruler. Disgusting as hell. Yeah. because my stick drift got a lot worse over the weekend when I was farming Monster Hunter. So yeah. And fortunately again, the droplet came in clutch, and they have talent, so you can hand rip him, or just look at his hand, or take one of his monsters. Not that it'll matter. Dude's a scumbag, stun, Drytron player. Honestly, if you BM'd him here, I would not even blame you. This could deserve the BM. Cause he tried stunning you. All that to summon one monster, and he has Dark Will no more. You thought you was bad for potting weather painters? Yeah, dude just has a bunch of stun cards. Can D-Bear declare rituals? Yes, it can. You have done it, Ice Barrier. Not with this, No rituals for you. I mean, you can still make Mu Beta, but that's about it. Honestly, he deserves it. Hey, the opponent did it first. He deserves it. Ice Bear Torture's a lot funnier, yeah. And this is Mu Beta? Yep. IP into SP? Nope. Yeah, he's making SP. Or WP Fancy Ball or something. Is that gonna make Fancy Ball, or is this gonna be SP? Alright, SP it is. Has the Altart SP, but neither of the Altart IPs. Ah, okay, IP into Avramax. Okay. Fortunately, you don't take damage. It's been a while since I've seen someone make Avramax with IP. That was like one of Endymion's good plays back in early Master Duel during the opponent's turn. Like, it was so hard to out Avramax made with IP back then. But now so many cards just non-target send, non-target banish, non-target bounce. It's just, yeah. Yeah, Winda's always been a fan of using Clear Effector. Always a cool card, but never use it. Yeah. For Chaos Angel mostly, yeah. That like what makes it untargetable? Oh, it's just indestructible by all card effects, okay. So yeah, Chaos Angel made with Clear Effect is nice because it'd be unaffected from monster effects, indestructible by battle and card effects, but you know, it could still be targeted by spell and traps. Or it's still affected by spell and traps, so yeah. Almost an unaffected, fully unaffected Chaos Angel. And no Raigeki can do it. Yeah. I'm talking about if it's made with Clear Effector though, right? Yeah. If it's made with Clear Effector. So you couldn't like destroy it by any card, spell, or traps. The only thing that would out it is like, you know, spells targeting to negate it or something. I feel like Diabellstar Vengeance should have had an animation. Very nice. You wanted to Azamina him, but just got bored. I remember when they first released Albazoa in Master Duel, I was also thinking Albazoa should have had an animation, but it didn't, but then they gave it one like 2 or 3 updates later. My theory is they meant to give Albazoa an animation, but they just forgot to implement it in the game when they released it. But yeah, Verdant, if you have replays, make sure you put your dual ID in the chat because I don't remember what your dual ID is. If you have any replays, that is. Well, for next stream, alright. Yours on your main, cool. Yeah, I really feel like Diablo Star Vengeance should have an animation. Need to do it more. It's a light and dark Chaos Angel? Yes, it is. Oh, and Vengeance, okay. Wasn't expecting that. Sticking with your first duel back was against Rescue Ace K9. Oh, damn. And he's up against Triple D with the new support. Okay. So he gets the attack 3 times. Doesn't really help. Yeah, it doesn't really help when none of his monsters can be destroyed by battle and are unaffected from monster effects. Bro. Yeah, only she gets destroyed, but literally that's it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He tried affecting Chaos Angel when it was made with light and dark. Really, he's actually running the OG Armageddon. That's interesting. Bounce into the scoop. Yeah. Yeah, they definitely tried, but yeah, it was pretty... I don't think there was anything he could have done to break that board. When it goes hard, yeah. Alright. Man, against Draco Tail, just make a 2 material Arthalion. It's not gonna add back the Fuula. Yeah, just that. Definitely stop the freaking Arthalion. Honestly, Draco Tail is one of the main reasons I put freaking Ghost Mourner in my deck. Since they always chain link block, I just figured Ghost Mourner would be a good alternative if I'm not running Valor or didn't draw Imperm. And then Sanctifier. What is he? What did he summon with Sanctifier? Okay. At least he didn't send freaking At least he didn't send freaking what's his name? 5 Rainbow Magician. I saw that in DK's tournament. Fucking Draco Tail players are now using 5 Rainbow Magician in their decks. And then, of course, Radiant Typhoon uses Harpy Featherstorm, so the current meta is just toxic as fuck. And Flame, negate the Tails. Ash, negate the Flame. It's always funny when Ash can negate a Disruption. Thanks guys to yeah. It sounds about right. You get a really good victory, then the game is like, nah, you're having fun. We're not gonna let that happen. Feel that's bad for running. Never feel bad for running Psychic and Punisher. Yeah, because it's an unaffected monster. Like the lower your life point, as long as your life points are lower, it's unaffected. And then sometimes it forces the opponent to crash their monsters just to be able to affect it, which could sometimes be a whole lot of damage. Which, again, also helps the fact that Psychic and Punisher gets larger each battle phase to make them even harder to out. Not fun it was actually against Brandon. Well, when I say you're having like good duels where you come out on top, I guess, instead of saying fun. That doesn't mean a jump scare. Probably get Punk replaced on the occasional Endymion hero if you remember how to play them. Yeah. And a Light and Dark Chaos Angel. Man, that Silvera and Diabellstar are about to hit hard. And he surrenders until Killer 2 comes from Master Duel. Use the one time, yeah. People think Typhon outs it. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Alright, next up we have Ray and then Quest. And I think that's everyone who has replays after that. Okay, I see Blazar. I'm guessing this is probably Centurion, Blue Eyes, and Yummy. Okay. Rockets, okay. Or Dragon Link. Okay, it is RDA. Why would he do that? Roguelike potentially risked getting hit by like a talent just to burn the opponent for like 400 damage. I feel like it would just be better to hold Flame Crime for your own turn. But it looks like this is Resonators if he's running Flame Crime. Wait, was it? What did he do? Activate, destroy. Oh, look at the opponent's extra deck. Okay. So they got rid of their Auxilla. Warlord Fatal Flare. Okay. There's Borland. I still think Borland should have had an animation. Like, Borland is one of their best boss monsters. And it doesn't have an animation. The Dissipator. Typhon can only a Dark Chaos Angel. Oh, there's the Savage. So Dissipator can negate, or pop, probably just negate. Borlo, Savage can negate anything, and so can Borland. You know what's funny? You could have just imperm the Flame Crime just to negate it, but I guess it would be better to save it for something else. Okay, Dawnwalker, Ascator. This gives him a level 8 Synchro right off the bat. Is he going to use Flame Crime to Synchro here? Yes, he does. So he's probably going to dump Red Rain, I'm assuming. I'm assuming he wants to dump Red Rain. It looks like he anticipated a lot of this, because again, he can just make a level 8. Yep. There's that. Alright, yep, negate the opponent's card. Red screen, okay, so he's floodgating. Or stalling, I guess. Scarlight, add back Red Rain. But it's not gonna matter if he has no monsters on the field. Yep, chain the Imperm there. So Crimson Gaia doesn't flip it. Unfortunate that he put the Crimson Gaia there. Like, honestly, if you see an opponent's card set, you definitely shouldn't put it in the same column as a set card if it's that important. Like, I feel like if you would have put it on the left or right, it would have been a lot more impactful. But now you can just, like, negate that, or not. Just pop it, I guess. Yep, SP Little Knight will just banish it. But he can't attack directly. No, get rid of Crimson Gaia, okay. This is pretty important. You can't negate and destroy. Right, it negates but doesn't destroy. And this negates the effect, right? Oh, there's Boral Shroud with an animation. Yeah, it negates... Well, no, you could have negated. If you negated the activation of red screen, it would have went to the graveyard. If it only negated the effect, then sure. No, probably you could have. Borlord could negate red screen when it flipped up on the field. Wasn't thinking? Happens to us all, I suppose. And I'm guessing he surrenders on the next turn because it didn't draw into any good plays. You can use the counter trap from your hand. But you did it. That's only when they activate, but I guess, yeah, you probably could have. And this looks like when he surrenders, but there's like no good plays. And you wanted to burn him for his floodgate? Yeah. It just depends on how you'd look at it. Borso is the old reliable tier of Link monsters. Well, maybe back in like early Master Duel it was, but not anymore. Purge, okay. Look at all those staples in hand. Link 5 can summon it the moment you enter battle phase, yeah. I'm surprised you didn't set the cross out. Not looking forward to that you get hit by a Dominus card? Yeah. It's never fun. I mean, it does help you narrow down a little bit what deck the opponent's playing if it's your first turn, so, you know. Not by much, but it helps. You'd rather keep it in your hand if you got hit by Duster. So you kept it in hand on the off chance you got hit by Duster. No, they actually play one a Dominus card in them anyways, yeah. It's the same for mine. And Demion uses a whole bunch of different attributes, as well as resonators. Yeah, same for me with resonators. I can't use Purge or Impulse because I have a combination of light, dark, fire. Yeah, I have a combination of light, dark, and fire monsters, so I can't use any of the Dominus cards. Punk and Demion, Hero, Weather Painter, yeah. And callback is at 1, so you couldn't cross out it because you already used it. But at least you can cross out the imperm. Even Killer Tune, yeah. Yeah, I am going to refuse to call Killer Tune Cool Tune when it comes out. I am not calling it Cool Tune. I'm always going to call it Killer Tune. Bro's just going off here. There we go. Simple and easy game. Should I get the rocket summon early? Yeah, I mean, that's nice for y'all. Again, and then there's just me waiting for Resonator support to come out. That's what I'm waiting on, just biding my time until the Resonator support comes out. Making a turn 1 Hypernova is going to be hype as hell. And I think the deck kinda has a way to play around Nib now, without having to go into Centurion packages. It was like there was like a level 11, I think, or something that Resonators can run. You're waiting for Dogmatica, Exorcist Shadow. Oh yeah, and then Crimson Dragon Quetzalcoatl, yeah. Well, the thing is, Crimson Dragon Quetzalcoatl has to be like one of the last things you summon, because after it summons, you can't summon anything else for the rest of the turn. For that whole week? Probably not. Not the whole week, no. Yeah, I love Resonators, but I'm not that hyped to play Master Duel. I'm definitely buying the card to IRL too. In the English release though, I really hope Crimson Dragon Quetzalcoatl comes in a rarity that's just not the overframe rare, because if Quetzalcoatl is only going to be an overframe rare, then I'm more than likely not going to be able to afford it. Because I'll be damned if I'm paying over $100 for a single fucking card. And all this yummy stuff. And the impulse to negate. Set the Resonator guy list after. Okay, yeah, that surrenders. Good job shutting them down. Tell me, is that how I run it? Okay, let's see. Pretty close, yeah. It's pretty close to how I run it. I mean, I don't run Feather Duster, and I don't run Red Screen. Instead of Red Screen, I run Etude of the Branded, but aside from that, I mean, Void Apocalypse is kind of there. Void Apocalypse is a choice, you know, personal choice. But yeah, this looks like pretty standard for a, okay, yeah, this looks pretty standard for a Resonator list. With just some minor changes being, you know, the Ascator package, and then the Red Screen. But yeah, the extra deck is literally identical to mine. Like, this is pretty much your standard Centurion Resonator extra deck. This is like pretty much exactly what you're running in Centurion Resonators. And the only like difference that would be different is if instead of Chaos Angel you run the other level 12 when you run the other level 12 Centurion instead of Chaos Angel. But yeah, this is pretty much your standard Centurion Resonator list. And then now we can wrap things up with Quest's replays on his main account. That's 4, but I'm just going to be watching 3 because that's just fair to everyone else. Is this actual Sofa Cord or is this yummy? I mean, you are running a lot more Sofa Cord cards, so it might actually be the actual deck. Okay, I think it might actually be Sofa Cord. Yeah, okay, it's actually Sofa Cord. A little Zark. Beyond, what are you potentially searching here? Ah, Gate Magician, okay. And I'm guessing you're gonna make the Link 3 so Zark can't be negated? Yeah, using Soul Supreme King, yeah. Instead of, you know, Soul the Supreme Celestial King, because you actually need to send the materials for it. So yeah, you summon Zark to where she's pointing to, so Zark doesn't get negated. Ah. You lose some points for the Nightmare Griffin. So, and special summon monsters have to be Link. I don't know, just something. Avramax? I don't know. WP Fancy Ball? Well, you said Link 4, so I don't know. Yeah. And that's the scoop. You think a firewall? Maybe. But if it had to be a Link 4 specifically, I don't know, maybe Avramax or something. You know, I still haven't crafted WP Fancy Ball. I will eventually, but I don't need to. I'm in no rush to craft her because, you know, she's not an alt-art. So she's not limited or whatever. Doesn't have to be, yeah. I'm just saying, if you really need to, you could probably run WP Fancy Ball. Or Avramax or just something, I don't know. Avramax, pop, and then trigger. Or Astrograph, not Avramax. Neither, yeah, I've not crafted one either. I didn't even pull her. I didn't even pull her, even though I got 3 alt-art SPs, including 1 glossy SP Little Knight. I got 3 Altart SPs, 1 Altart IP, and not a single fancy ball. But I did get the Call by the Grave, so, you know. Or I guess to say second Altart IP. You're not balling, you failed. Yeah. Huh. Ah. Malice. Ain't no way that's all it took to stop her. Must have had a really bad hand then. Well, very nice anyway, shutting down Malice like that. They really nerfed Malice to the ground? I mean, yeah, deserved, honestly. Like, it seemed like no matter what you did, Sulfur would just play through it. Not Sulfur but Malice would just play through it no matter what the fuck you did. Felt like it was damn near impossible to stop the deck once they got their combo going. Cyburst Tillerman's gotta go, yeah. I mean, hey, at least Malice finally got Appaloosa banned, you know? And Droll after that. Well, at least you can thrust. You like more for generics, like... Yeah. You like more of the generic cyber support to leave, yeah. Well, that's the main problem, is like, most of the cyber stuff is generic as hell for cyber's decks. Which is not good. Like, the cyber's cards need more restrictions, and he just surrenders after that. Kind of an anticlimactic ending, but it is what it is. Still nice replays regardless. Still funny how you shut down Malice with a single card, but looks like that's going to be it for all viewer replays today, so appreciate all of you who submitted them. And so, as I've stated many times, the plan for Friday will be my new playthrough on Monster Hunter Stories 3, so I am very much looking forward to that because I love the Monster Hunter Story series, so I'm very looking forward to playing that on Friday. So until then, though, I hope you all enjoy your day, and I will see you all back here on Friday. Peace.